Okay, so before jumping into this video, guys, hit that subscribe button. We're at almost 700 subscribers and almost 200,000 views, which is ridiculous. So smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the video. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we are doing the front brakes on a 2013 Hyundai Elantra. This is the base model Elantra for this year. I believe they had like the GLE, the LE, and stuff like that, the GT. This is just the base model Elantra. For the brake pads, we are using the Duralast ceramic brake pads. This is the item number. Okay, so in case you guys want to check it out, and they have abnormal wear patterns apparently on the side of the box. So you can check your old brake pads and see kind of what you're looking at. So these boxes do come with 4 brake pads in them. So this is enough to do your fronts. If you need your rears, it'll be another set of brake pads for your rear. Just make sure when you go to the auto parts store, you specify that you're doing the front or if you're doing the rear, because I believe the brake pads are different sizes depending on the front or the rear. But I'm going to jack this guy up, take the tire off, and then I will get with you guys in a second. Okay, so with the wheel off, right here's your brake caliper and brake caliper bracket. Right up here, this top bolt, 14 millimeter. And then right down here, this bottom bolt, also 14 millimeter. You have to get these out, okay? So I'm gonna back these 2 bolts out and then I'll show you guys in just a second. I already broke them loose. Once you break them loose, they are 14 millimeters. So once I break them totally out here. Can you believe it's snowing outside today? As I'm filming this video, it's snowing. Okay, so once you take those out, your brake caliper should slide off. It's hard to do it with one hand. If you can't get it off with one hand or 2 hands, if you have a pry bar, you can take a pry bar and kind of wiggle it right here, gently. Or you can try and wiggle it from the top. But, see, able to push it like so and wiggle. It's a little hard to do one-handed. All right. So that slid off like so. Set that off to the side so it doesn't get damaged, kind of like that. And then your brake pads are in here. And as you can see, there's not a lot left on these pads. They are kind of worn down, so we're going to replace them. If you can't pop these out, if they don't slide out like so, like they should just slide. If they don't slide out like that, you can take a flathead screwdriver or a pry bar and just shove it in between the rotor and the thing. But make sure you push away from the rotor when you're prying them out and not towards the rotor. You want to push away from the rotor. All right, so I'm going to grab the new brake pads. I'm going to slide them in here, and I'll get right back with you guys when we do the brake caliper. Okay, so once you have your new brake pads in place, okay, because I forgot to hit record on the other side. So once you have your new brake pads in place, okay, now the one on the inside will have this little piece on it. So the one on the back side, okay, we'll have this little, this is for when your brake pad gets really, really low. This scrapes against your rotor and makes noise. This way you know. So, take your brake caliper, you need a C-clamp, and your old brake pad. Now you're going to line your old brake pad up against the piston here, like this. And then you're going to tighten the clamp down. As you tighten the clamp down, it's going to compress this piston back into the boot, into the shoe here. I can't do this one-handed, so I'm going to do this, and then I'll get right back with you guys. Okay, so once you do this the whole way down, it should look something like this. And then you should be able to just release your clamp like so. And pull your old brake pad out. And now this is good and compressed. And you could take this like so, and it should slide right over your old brake pads. Like I said, this stuff is kind of hard to do one-handed, but I'm trying to do it one-handed so you guys can see. All right, something like that. I'm going to get this all lined up. Once you get it lined up in place, okay, you're going to put your little 14 millimeter bolts back in the hole here. But I can't get this lined up one-handed, so I'm going to get this lined up and then I'll show you. Okay, once you get them back in, you're going to tighten them all the way down. Obviously, you're going to do this with a wrench. I'm just hand tightening them for right now until I know they're in the right spot. Like, boom. There you go. And then the same with the bottom. Once you get it lined up, give her a few twists. All right. And then you can go back in here with your wrench and tighten them all the way down. Usually what I do is once I get them all the way snug, I give it a little love tap on the end of the wrench with a hammer just to give it a little extra tightness. Now you could use a torque wrench, but my torque wrench is broken currently. So here we are, we're tightening it down. Get it nice and snug, like so. And then if I can... Now that it's nice and snug, you take your hammer and give it like a boom, like that. And then go back and make sure it's snug. See, it doesn't move. You're good. Do the same to the top. And then I'll get back with you guys when I put the wheel on. Okay, guys. So once you put your wheel back on, set it back to the ground. Make sure it is nice and tight. You want them as tight as you possibly can. Get those lug nuts on there. Okay. For this next part, you want to get in your vehicle. Oh, forgot to unlock it. Hang on. All right. So get in your vehicle. Okay. Now your brake pedal. Your brake pedal is going to be soft because you just changed the brakes. So you're going to pump your brakes until it gets stiff. And then you're going to open the garage door before you start your vehicle because you don't want to breathe in all those toxins and stuff. The exhaust. So you're going to take your key, stick it in your ignition, start your car, and then pump your brakes until they're stiff. Should take a few pumps. Go all the way to the floor and then let it up slowly, and then all the way to the floor and let it up slowly, all the way to the floor, let it up slowly, and do this till your pedal is stiff. Okay guys, so I forgot the end of the video yesterday, but if you guys did this, you successfully changed your front brakes on your Hyundai Elantra. I will see you guys in the next video. Good vibes, good cruising.